So anyway, okay, thank you guys for joining us. Long story short is, you guys are doing awesome. I mean, let's give a round of applause to everyone but Rebecca. What, Success Club 13? Yeah, I mean, that is awesome. Awesome. Aaron, what did you come in at?
8.
8. I'm pretty sure Helena had Success Club points too. And Judy, I know you had success. If not, you signed up coaches. I think you signed up like 3 coaches or something back to back. I don't know.
But 3 coaches, Success Club more.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy watching what everyone's doing. It's so awesome. And it just makes us smile that we're so happy because 1, you guys are moving your businesses forward, and 2, well, I should say 1, you're helping change lives, and 2, you're moving your businesses forward. So hats off to you guys for sure. Yeah. So let's see. I mean, there's Super Saturday coming up, I think, in April. So, Super Saturday, of course, sign up. We got Summit coming up, I think. Everyone on here is going except for Judy because obviously you came in the picture. I don't know if you even got on the wait list. I mean, it's a long wait list. But either way, I'm sure you'll be there next year.
Yeah.
Definitely. So hats off to all you guys for doing amazing things. I guess, something I want to just talk about, like I said, I'm going to keep it short and, I'll open it up for anyone to share or ask any questions. I know I heard Rebecca talking about, buying under her husband and stuff like that, having to do with placement and things like that. So I've learned a decent amount about how to play with the volume and the putting who, where, and how to do that. So if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to try and answer them. But something I want to kind of touch on, and it's what I've been doing here lately, is really just trying new things. And I know that sounds really simple, but I've really stepped out of my comfort zone with this, and I've just tried stuff that I never thought I would do before. One of them being I just typed up a little help wanted, not really, but it said hiring ASAP. And it was a simple, what you would normally post on Facebook, the qualities of what you're looking for in a coach or what you want. And since I'm going up to University of Delaware for school, I just posted it around on a few of the poster boards, and I've already gotten the same board. That one ad has gotten pretty much every response. I think I'm up to 5 now. So that was an idea that popped in my head, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try this. We'll see what happens. And I've gotten hits off of it. One guy is committed. I'm working meetings for the other ones. And it's just all that was typing up a stupid little thing in Word and plopping it up on a bulletin board. So, if you don't have the option to do that, virtual bulletin boards, in groups and things like that, just posting about the opportunity and just really tailoring it to, what you want as a coach to join your team. Obviously you're not going to say, so I'm really looking for someone who doesn't like to do things and is not a go-getter and likes to eat McDonald's every day. Obviously you're not going to post that. So I posted things like, self-starter, likes to help others, wants to improve their own fitness, work from home, set your own hours. And that appeals to people because, I told them, please send me an email or send me an email with where you saw the ad and, what you really like about it. So they've automatically started saying, obviously, I need to improve my own fitness, and the idea of helping others do that sounds really cool too. I'd like to know more about this. There you go. So it's just try stuff. Some stuff is going to, go up in flames and fail horribly, and we talk about it all the time. And other stuff will work out. I know I've done a few things. I tried a Craigslist ad once, and I don't even think I posted it right. It never worked. So just try new things. And the other new thing is I went through my friends list and I wrote down every dude that I came across. I wrote their name down. I've talked to a few of my guy friends about this, only the ones that I felt really comfortable with. But I literally have, so this whole notepad here, like one row down, I don't know how many lines as it. I'd say it's at least 20 lines. I had 3 of those, and I wasn't even through my friends list. People that I've never, ever invited. And I don't know if you saw the post in Insanely Driven, but I never invited them just because simply I was scared. I purposefully scrolled over their name because I was scared to send them a message, to talk to them. Some of them I had talked to and just started forming, but then I adopted the new invite strategy, and I've started sending out invites, and I've gotten responses. One guy literally said, excuse my French, I'm not going to say it, but he said, "F it, I'm in." And I said, "Okay, awesome. Let me get your email." And I sent him the email, and he signed up that night. and that was someone that I never ever would even think would have wanted to do this. So it's like the whole holding someone's, destiny or future destiny captive in your mouth. Just do it. It feels really good too when you finally get comfortable enough and just say, you know what, I'm going to send this, and if they may say yes, they may say no, but at least you did it. So that's something too. And I'm trying my own guys only group for the first time. We've always done co-ed, and I've always been involved with the challenge groups to the team. But I noticed there are a lot of guys out there that are not comfortable in the co-ed environment. And same thing for females. They're not necessarily comfortable with that co-ed environment, and it tends to make people hold back. And that's the last thing we want to do. We don't want people to hold back from this. We want people to just poof. We want them to open up and just go with it. So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to branch off and try this own little group idea that you have. Like I read The Miracle Morning just recently, and in part of it, it talks about making this post and asking, for someone to join you in it. And I made the post, and I got someone who's committed. I made it for a second time. I might have 2 more people, but that's one person who my focus is to work through the Miracle Morning, not necessarily to sign up for a coach or a challenger, but the Miracle Morning book is something I need to incorporate in my life. And I want to help someone else do that too. It just falls in with adding value. It's something different. It's something uncomfortable. It's something new. But it's something I'm trying. So I think that's that's kind of the gist of it. It's jumping out there. I know I can really hold myself back a lot. And I think a lot of us, anyone in here and anyone who watches this later, we can all attest to that. We get to points in our lives, and you can have that confidence inside, and it's there, but there's still that little teeny voice that just creeps right in and can really make you just sit back and go, not today. And it's hard to battle. It's really hard. It's a constant struggle to take that voice and just flick it off your shoulder and tell it to get lost. Because the way we live our lives and the way we're doing things is against the norm, really. It's the norm out there is work, be miserable, hate your life, and just watch TV all day. At least that's my opinion. So it's hard for us to push past that. So I think that's all I really want to share. I don't want to beat you up anymore with that. Hopefully you got something out of that. Maybe you have an idea that's been, and then also, so one last thing. It's, I know me and Amy have said it before, is really, jumping at opportunities. One opportunity that comes to mind is when, Danny Johnson, when Amy first came to me about Danny Johnson, I think we were at our lowest point in our marriage. Everything was going wrong. And I log on to this website of this lady and watch all these videos, and I look at the ticket price, and immediately in my mind, I was like, what are you, nuts? I was like, we're going to pay this much money to go sit and listen to some crazy lady talk? And that's how I went to the event too. Long story short, that's what started that was our turning point in our entire life, our marriage, everything. And I could tell Amy really wanted to do it. I wasn't necessarily on board, but it was that was like our first really uncomfortable jump. We've had plenty of those since then, deciding to separate from active duty. That was a really uncomfortable, talked about it for a long time. It took a while to decide, but we did. So if you got something inside and you're thinking about it and it scares you and it makes you uncomfortable and you just go, I don't know. Normally that's because that's whatever your faith, God, Buddha, whatever it is inside, that's telling you really need to take this seriously. Because I don't know, everything that we've had that scared us to death, and we've taken the leap and the jump to do it, is for the most part turned out to be good, really good. So it is hard. Trust me. I'm not saying it's easy to look at some. We're getting ready to go to Tony Robbins. That scares the crap out of me because I've been looking at the time frame, and my gosh, the one person said you stand up and massage other people because you've been sitting for all day. Tony Robbins, so he goes for 2 days. I guess out of the 4 days, he does 2. But literally, it's like 12 hours, and he's on stage the whole time. Doesn't take a food break, doesn't go to the bathroom. I don't know how he does it. He's a damn machine. That's another total leap of faith. We heard about it. We wanted to do it, and we're going, and it doesn't even seem like it's possible. So, and don't hold yourself back. Just take leaps of faith, and we've said it before. So that's all I'm going to ramble about. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about or share or ask questions or just get off your chest? That opened up. If you're muted, unmute yourself. I don't think I muted everyone, so you should be able to do it yourself.
So Rebecca, unmute. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Unmute yourself.
She's not muted. Now she's muted. Now unmute yourself. Still can't hear you.
Make sure your phone isn't like on silent.
Can you type it?
Did you want to talk about the new group?
Did you want to ask about it or want to know what it is?
No, I think she wanted to share about it.
Okay. Yeah, good. Because I kind of got it from Amy's post, but she
Yeah,
hasn't talked about it.
Oh, wait, I can hear you now. Wait, start talking. Yeah.
Okay. So and I'm sure Amy will talk about it again and go into a little bit more detail. But essentially what it is a group for all of the coaches, brand new coaches, emerald coaches, diamond coaches, star diamond coaches, whoever you are that you want. We want to do an accountability group together. Erin, Amy, and I we have a little message thread that we literally kick each other's butts in. We share, we talk, I have got this chick screenshot.
I got another cat thing, like those kinds
You
of
need
things.
to stay away from cat ladies, lady.
Two cat abductions.
So, we have fun. We talk about other stuff too, but it's mainly for the business and to boost each other, to help each other, and we'll work through the process together. So Amy, we talked about it before, but, Amy was like, why don't we do a group where we can all get together, any coach that wants to work their business, because, sometimes you don't want to post that in Insanely Driven, or it might scare some of the discount coaches away. So anybody that essentially really wants to work the business, we're jumping to the accountability group, and really the only requirement is you post your bat every Sunday. And if you don't post your bat, you're going to get kicked out. It doesn't have to be completely completed, but that, and then it just proves to us and it proves to yourself what you're doing or not doing. But we can also push each other along, no BS. This is, it's a business group.
So it seems like the main gist of it is people who want to work this business and move the Insanely Driven to more of just kind of an overall coach accountability every level. And the new one is for people who, no matter what rank, but people who are serious about like pushing forward.
Right. Because some of the stuff you don't want to, like maybe you're afraid to ask an Insanely Driven because you don't know who's in there, or the newer coaches don't know what to ask because it's, it's gotten a little bigger, or.
Yeah.
And it's not like a pity party. This is for us to help each other push our businesses forward. And the purpose of posting the bat is just to see what we need to work on as extra accountability.
Yeah.
And the three of us were talking yesterday, and we're like, why don't we just do our bat in Google Docs? Like, why do we make this more complicated? Like, you don't even need to print it out. Like, have it on your phone as a spreadsheet. Screenshot it and you're done. Wipe it clean on Monday morning. Like, why didn't we think of this sooner? Like, but these are the kind of things that come out of our conversations that we think can help more people.
Right.
But not pity. Like, it's not going to be, oh, she said no. It's going to be, how can we help each other? How can we help change more lives?
Yeah. Suck it up, Buttercup, and move on. Like,
no elephants on stage.
No elephants on stage.
Yeah, we really started the Courageous Confidence Club through Shilling Johnson that Amy got. And that's one of the things she talked about. I was like, it's not, because I think there's a Facebook page for that. You can post about your down or your fails or whatever, but as long as you follow up with, but this is how I overcame it, or this is what I did.
Right. Or, where there's somebody there to say, I know that sucks, but what are you going to do invites?
So it's not like the phishing posts that you see people on Facebook, like, oh, I'm just so mad today, period.
Right.
You're like, okay. And man, people tear those up sometimes, and I'm just like, God, stop it.
Right. So it's just, for those who want to work the business, for a place for them to go and to get accountability and ask questions. And
I think that'll be good, because I think that, you know, when you kind of get put off in a secondary group like that, it just gives you a little bit of a boost of like, okay, I'm with some serious people. Like we're gonna, you know, these people are wanting to move forward, so I better step my game up. And having the accountability of posting your bat, you know, even with, you know, like you said, if it's only one check mark for one day, I mean, that's what you did. And then you can be like, okay, well, you're talking about you're not moving forward, but there's only one little check mark.
Right.
So
exactly.
You could request to join it.
Yep.
Amy posted the link. You just request to join it, and she'll approve your
Request.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I can't think anymore.
There was something else I was going to say.
So new group, it's going to be good for people who want to push the business forward. That's what it's there for. It's people who want to move things forward.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Because, you know, in our little chat group, Amy was like, Success Club 11. And I was like, booyah, I'm going to beat you.
Right? It's fun.
Got down to 30.
Right. And I mean, I did. I wasn't doing it to be like, oh, Amy, I can do better than you. I was just like, oh, I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to beat you by the end of the month.
Yeah, no, like I'm in the men's training camp event. They have a Facebook page for that, and someone posted in there, starting off the month strong. What are you guys doing? He's already at Success Club 15. It's the 7th of March, and I was like, "What the crap, man!" And then
what are you doing, Paul?
I was like, "Holy crap, that's awesome!" And then like this other dude posted with his screenshot. He's at 10. This other guy posted. He's at 13. Like, oh my god!
Nothing wrong with a little
it's
healthy
nice when you have
competition.
that little, you know, that. You know, not everyone is a Ruby, but it's kind of in human nature to be a little bit competitive. So when you see someone that, you know, it's the 7th and they're already at Success Club 15, you're like, man, what can I do to step my game up? So yeah, it's nice to have that. And of course, it's nice to have the comedy and laughter that goes along with the little jokes. So does anybody else have anything they want to share? Add, ask? No?
Who's tried 22-minute hardcore?
I did
Everyone.
the sneak peek. That's what I'm using for my guy group. That's what I'm promoting is 22-minute. Honestly, like everyone should, honestly, I don't know. Unless that's not you, like someone said, if you're not a cardio junkie, you can't really promote something that's all cardio, because then you won't really be authentic. But if you're someone who really just enjoys everything, of course, then by all means. But I mean, 22 minutes, the discounted price, and the sandbag for free. I mean, 22 minutes, you know, they hit it with 25 minutes for T25. Now it's only 22, and it's intense. So that's what I'm pushing, and hopefully I'm going to keep on moving forward and blowing it up. And then, of course, Pio is great too. That hasn't been on sale for a while. So Pio's a good one.
Apparently I'm crazy.
All right. If that's it, we're going to end it, and I'll stop recording because I got a couple. I just want to say, I know Helena, I got something I want to say to you real quick. Not a bad thing. Just doesn't need to be recorded. Talking about Summit. Anything else before we get off here? No? All right. Well, once again, thank you for everyone jumping on tonight. Whoever's watching this recorded, thank you for taking the time to watch it. If anything was on here and you didn't really get all the info, don't be afraid to reach out to your coach or post a comment, whatever. I'm sure we'll try and post this. I think the last time we recorded from my computer, I'm not sure it went crazy. Hopefully we can figure it out. Other than that, everyone, team, you guys are great. Keep changing lives. Keep moving forward. Keep improving yourselves. And just be happy and smile at everybody. All right. Take care, you guys.